I have no interest in the perfect 10-step morning routine to maximize productivity. I'm interested in simplicity, connecting with my intuition, the things that actually work, the things that ground me. I've experimented with morning routines a lot over the years, and I found that perfection doesn't exist. It's ever-changing, just like we are. But these are the things that actually work for me. Few, quick, simple routines that help me start my day right. I'm hoping they'll give you some inspiration. Maybe you'll give them a try for yourself. If you're ever in need of grounding, a slow start to the day, or some inner nourishment, these are the things that work for me. First things first, a cup of tea. As soon as I get out of bed in the morning, I write. I find it's best to do the things that I naturally tend to procrastinate on first, before my phone starts to ping and the rest of the world start to wake up. I can be alone with the words. I listen to classical music while I write, and I read poetry before aloud because it helps me get into a rhythm. With my daily word count out of the way, ideally 500 words, not good ones, just any words that happen to come out, I like to meditate. Meditation helps us to step out of our thinking, out of our minds and into our bodies. I always know how triggered I am during meditation because of how much my body will wiggle and how difficult I find it to sit still. Afterwards, I always feel better. There's no minimum amount of meditation that's good for us, which I really like. Sometimes I'll do 2 minutes. Most often I'll do 5, and sometimes I'll do 10. I always use an app like Aura or Headspace for a guide, as I find I get lost otherwise. But there are lots of really good free YouTube videos available as well, if you don't know where to start. Next, I journal to channel thoughts out of my body. Processing thoughts rationally isn't a strength of mine. They swirl around in my head, growing arms and legs, yet making no sense. Sometimes I think I know what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling, but when it comes to articulating this to others, I have no idea, and it comes out as nonsense. Writing out my thoughts and feelings organises them, gets them out of my body, and I'm left feeling relieved, lighter, clearer, grounded. I don't tend to use journal prompts. I focus on things that I'm grateful for, things that are happening in my life right now, or just how I'm feeling. The final piece of the puzzle is yoga and Pilates. Yoga is a sure way to process trauma, in my experience. Moving my body always feels good, even when it's the last thing I think will make a difference. When I feel stressed or anxious or overwhelmed, I often feel like all I want to do is lie down and hide away under my duvet. There are times for this, of course, but I make sure I move my body first, even if it's just a 5-minute yoga video, which is the one that I tend to do every day. And then I follow this with a 5-minute Pilates video. These are a series of very mini routines, but what I've found is that it's what I do a little of every day that makes the biggest difference, instead of what I do every now and then perfectly. Once these things are done, my day can start. I'm wondering what things ground you. and what your experience of morning routines has been. Let me know in the comments.